Hey everyone, this is Ron Rajan here, and first of all, I wanted to thank you for purchasing the Fusion Code. This is a blueprint that I have personally used to build a six-figure income stream in less than 2 weeks. And the best part, I was actually doing this part-time. Now, many of you watching these videos are probably looking for a simple step-by-step system that you can use, and you are probably sick and tired of buying courses and guides that promise the world but just don't deliver a whole lot. I certainly felt that way when I first started in internet marketing, and that's the reason why in this entire course I wanted to make sure that I over delivered by including every single step that I took to set up the Fusion Code system. So I'm basically giving you a simple system that you can use and implement easily, just working 1 to 2 hours a day. And so all you have to do is to take action. Now, before I jump into the details, a quick introduction about myself. I wanted to say upfront that I am no guru claiming to make millions online. Hey, I'm sure that you are probably tired of those claims by now. Um, so I'm a 35-year-old dad living in California, and I used to have a comfortable job that pretty much paid the bills. And I was in this 9 to 5, many days longer, just working, day in and day out. And then one day the walls came crumbling down when I was laid off from my job in early 2009. And with the economy heading into a recession, there just was no other jobs for people like me. I looked for some time, but nobody was even prepared to make an offer. And so I decided to jump into internet marketing in the hopes of making a quick buck. Like many of you, I spent a lot of money on the so-called gurus and their info products, but it just did not work for me. All I lost was a lot of money, wasted time, and hopes being crushed. There was always some step that was missing in those courses, or it was just too complex to implement, or it required a lot of investment or a lot of time, and I just didn't have any of these. The other big challenge for me personally was that I had very little time to build a business. Without a job, I could not afford to send my son to his daycare, and so I had to pretty much keep him at home and look after him. Now, those of you with a 2-year-old toddler probably realize what I'm talking about here. Looking after my son was pretty much a full-time job from morning till night. And I had absolutely no time to even focus on internet marketing. And by the time, he fell asleep at night, I was just so exhausted from looking after him that I could hardly do anything during the night time. The only time I had to do anything even a little bit productive was 2 hours in the afternoon during his nap time. So I desperately needed a model that would work where I spent only 1 to 2 hours on it daily or even occasionally. And once it was set up, it could pretty much run on autopilot. And most importantly, I wanted a model where I did not have to be worried about competing with a million other marketers and being forced to adapt all the time. Now, a lot of people were talking about how they were making money selling internet marketing services to offline businesses. Let me tell you upfront that I am not a big fan of that particular model. And the Fusion Code is really not about that either. But what got me interested was the potential of selling products to the offline market. And let me tell you this, I had no technical skills, limited time, but I still managed to pull this off. And if I can do it, you certainly can as well. And like I said, all you need to do is to go through the course, take action, and apply yourself. Seriously, it's that simple with the Fusion Code blueprint. So, here are some of my results from the implementation of the Fusion Code system. I basically set up my first Fusion Code project towards the middle of June 2009. I think it took me a little over a week or so to get everything set up. I started getting my first orders towards the end of June, 1st of July. And the best part was I became profitable almost immediately. And that really encouraged me to ramp it up. Although I did it slowly because I wanted to make sure that there were no surprises and I did not end up losing a lot of money. So I ramped up very slowly. It was basically optimizing my whole system and really testing a lot as I went along. Um, so in the first 4 months after I implemented the Fusion Code system, I did a little over $20,000 in profits, and I am currently on track now to a six-figure annual income with my first Fusion Code system, and it pretty much runs on autopilot at this point. Now, it may not seem like a lot compared to the other earnings claims you may have come across from many gurus. How they make tens of thousands of dollars each week, and how they press a magic button and money shows up in their bank account, and so on. But that type of income claim is mostly unrealistic for people like us, and it takes countless hours of time and effort to achieve. Plus, what they don't tell you is they have, 10 or 20 people in the back end pretty much implementing their whole system. Whereas guys like us, we are pretty much forced to do everything ourselves. So, what I'm talking about is getting you to six figures yearly without killing yourself, without spending hours and hours every single day, and then basically scaling it to multiple six figure income streams, which is what I am focused on for this year and pretty much, beyond that as well.